Alright, y'all, let's get into it. The secret legal history behind Dhar Mann.
Dhar Mann has one of the most unique reputations online. A combination of being one of the most wholesome creators while also being a cringe content factory. And with over 20 million subscribers, you most definitely know who he is with or against your will. But lots of people don't really seem to know what's behind the motivational messages. Before Dhar became an internet sensation, he had several issues with businesses going against legal protocol, very big disputes with business partners, and even being accused
Venture attracted national attention and was called the Walmart of weed. Mr. Mann even filmed a pilot for a reality TV show, Empire, which never aired, but before long the business was sold and the partners split. Honestly, with Mr. Peterson suing Mr. Mann over unpaid debts and accusing him in 2011 interview of running a hydroponics scheme. Mr. Mann countersued and was awarded a cash settlement. Damn.
Of defrauding the city of Oakland for tens of thousands of dollars. Overall, Dhar has a very shady rise to where he is right now. So let's cut the bullshit and get right into it. Dhar Mann was born in 1984 in America after his parents immigrated from India with $7 and big dreams. They settled in Oakland, California, where they saw big opportunities for the transportation industry. They founded the taxi company Friendly Cab, which ended up being the biggest taxi company in that area. Dhar's parents were often so busy that they really didn't spend much time with him, so they showered him with money instead. Because they weren't around a lot, instead of being able to give me their time, they gave me money to do things. In order to have love and live a meaningful life, you have to have money. Now, the taxi company was very successful
I
and
don't know.
provided big economic benefits in Oakland. Dhar's parents also delved into the real estate business as well and ended up owning over 130 properties in Oakland. Now, these included vacant
Whoa,
lots,
hold on. Though my parents were smart as fuck, bro. Came to America, started a cab business, made a good amount of money from that, then started buying properties and becoming realtors and all that shit. I was smart as hell.
commercial properties, single-family homes, etc. And this was also a very successful business.
Came to America with $7 and ran up a bag.
Engaged in very shady practices. Many of the properties that they purchased violated tons of safety policies to the point where they were uninhabitable, and they intentionally misled tenants that had very limited English and little money. There is a long list of all of the hazards that were in these homes. One of the families that even rented for them claimed that they were temporarily homeless because of the safety concerns. Over time, this caught up with the family
A bag's the bag, my nigga. Shit. A bag is the bag.
very badly, and they ended up having to pay over
Damn.
$3 million to the city of Oakland. It was also revealed that Dhar's parents were very big donators to very large political figures in the area, which came under very big scrutiny at the time.
Oh, hell no, bro.
Dhar's direction in life was very heavily inspired by his parents, as he wanted to become an entrepreneur just like them. But along the way, he also inherited lots of their shady and dishonest practices as well. Following in their footsteps, Dhar got into the real estate business at 19 years old. With some hefty investment
19-year-old
from
realtor
his parents
type
and
shit.
lots of connections in the industry, he was able to start his own company. He would purchase various properties to renovate and then would rent or sell those properties to customers. Basically what your average real estate company normally does. But just like with what his parents did, a lot of these properties were still sold in undesirable conditions. And because of this, Dhar faced some legal issues. The details of what he specifically
Like, is it really that hard to just make sure that it's a proper environment for people to live in? Like, I don't think it's that hard for you to be doing all that shit, like, dead ass. Just get it renovated, get it done. You spend a pretty penny on that hoe. Okay, you're gonna end up getting that paid 2 times fold, maybe even 4 times fold in just a year. You feel me? You can spend like 200K, get the house done. You put it on the market where it's like, fuck you put like 10K a month, bro. You'll gradually make your money back.
did and what he faced is not very clear, but considering that he was doing some illegal practices and also was a newcomer in a very, very intense industry, this quickly became one of his first of many, many failures. He then founded Wealthy Cars, which was a company that would rent high-end luxury cars to buyers. This failed pretty soon after. He then founded Avenue Loans, which was a mortgage refinancing company. Now this company would help homeowners by trying to save money on their monthly payments or reduce interest rates on their mortgages.
Was it a scam?
Also failed very soon after. At 26 years old with multiple failed businesses, Dhar did not know where to go next. Until one day, one of his offices was broken into by a tenant of his. Dhar saw that that tenant was secretly using the space to grow plants there. Instead of calling the cops, Dhar saw this as an opportunity, and so he decided to get into the medical industry. But before we continue, I want to tell you guys about Incognito.
No, I know it. I know it.
He decided to form a company that would sell equipment for other growers to use. And even though Dhar had only actually seen a marijuana plant for the first time 2 years before, he saw this as a very big opportunity. Now, Dhar's father was not.
Like, you generally have to, like, censor saying marijuana, bro. Like, is it something you could actually get banned for? Or did monetize on YouTube for?
Big on this, but
That's
Dhar
crazy.
had vision. He rented a warehouse from his father in Oakland and started selling hydroponic equipment, calling the company We Grow. Now, even though Dhar was an experienced entrepreneur, this was a territory that he just did not know anything about. He was extremely unfamiliar with the industry. He needed someone that was experienced and would help give Dhar guidance. And that's when he was approached by Derek Peterson, an investment banker at Morgan Stanley. Now, Derek was a very well-respected man on Wall Street and had quite a lot of interest in working in the medical industry. Dhar took a liking.
I mean, it's a wealthy business, so shit.
Derek would start his own company, Grow Up. His company would manufacture and sell the equipment to Dhar's company, and Dhar would then sell that equipment to other customers. Dhar and Derek would respectfully have shares in each other's companies and would profit off of each other's success. Derek liked the idea, left Morgan Stanley, and partnered with Dhar to take over the world. And they were already met with pretty quick success. Now, probably thanks to the giant warehouse that Dhar rented from his dad, the business was already getting some pretty quick recognition. In its first year, Grow Up already profited $2 million, which was giving them an estimated $15 million to $16 million market cap. That is insane for a first year. They were dominating Oakland and already planned to open up 75 more warehouses in different states. The two of them made the cover of Mother Jones magazine, and Dhar even planned on filming a reality show pilot called Hempire. Dhar was finally getting his big break and becoming rich like he knew he was destined to be. But the success was very limited. Pretty soon after, Dhar and Derek started not seeing eye to eye, and Dhar decided to slowly separate from Derek. That very same year, Derek was accusing Dhar of many, many shady practices, including lying to him about WeGrow's financials, not reimbursing Derek for the $50,000 that was owed to him, and also failing to employ vendors and employees. This was a fucking Hondro Ponzi scheme, for lack of a better term. Derek then sued Dhar for all of the unpaid debts. However, Dhar claimed that Derek was fabricating all of this just to get back at him for trying to slow down on their partnership. Dhar successfully countersued Derek and earned stake in Derek's company. Dhar won, but this was a very, very short-lived victory, because the very next year, Dhar was being charged for defrauding the city of Oakland for tens of thousands of dollars.
Damn.
So how did this happen? Now, at the time, Dhar was working again on a different real estate company and submitted documentation for a rebeautification program, which is basically when someone improves the aesthetics and renovates parts of the city and gets reimbursed for it. Dhar claims that he was repairing and renovating certain aspects of the city at the time. However, many of the invoices and the documents that he submitted seemed to be false. He was falsely claiming that he made renovations that were never made, and was also lying about how much money he was actually spending on certain repairs. This costed Oakland an estimated $44,000. Dhar was charged on
Nigga, $44,000? Yo, this nigga Darman was running out scams, yo. The nigga became 19 and just started and like, yo, let's run up the bag, yo. Started running up scams on every single nigga he's seen. Nigga ran a whole scam on the whole state.
13 different
Like, this shit
counts for
crazy.
defrauding the program. He was facing up to 5 years in jail, but took a plea deal. He pleaded no contest to the 5 counts and paid nearly $40,000 in fines, and was sentenced to 5 years probation. In 2021,
Damn.
he claims that the charges were expunged, but it's unsure. This forced Dhar to close the weed grow business, and this ruined his reputation as a businessman. Dhar was now officially at his lowest point in life. He was 30, broke, depressed, and had a horrible reputation in the media. He was living his biggest nightmare, being a failure. But 2014 would be the beginning for Dhar-Mann's turnaround. That would be the year that he met his soon-to-be wife, Laura Avila. Together, they were looking for a new opportunity, so Dhar founded the makeup company Live Glam with only $600. Live Glam was a subscription service that would deliver monthly trendy beauty products, and this was pretty successful very quickly. And Dhar was pretty well prepared to lead this company to victory. One of the biggest aspects
don't have this nigga be the head runner of it, bro.
The use of social media. Having content creators and influencers promote the product helped it reach the right audience.
At the time, have Addison Rae and all of them do it.
Once again, but just like every single one of his businesses, this one also had some pretty shady stuff.
Oh my days.
Many people reported that after they would use their card to purchase from Live Glam, they would notice very, very large charges on their credit card very soon after. Either people were secretly using this info, or they had a very, very poor security system. And while it may have seemed coincidental, it was very coincidental for this amount of people to say the very same thing.
And it'd be a Dhar-Mann
business.
business.
Issues with trying to cancel subscriptions, receiving damaged products, and very, very bad customer service, and lots of other things as well. However, to this day, Live Glam is still a very, very successful cosmetic company. He was now back on top, living the dream. And now with his new success, he had time to focus on some of his other hobbies. So he started taking dance lessons. He found an experienced dance instructor who would teach him every week. However, one day, the instructor did not show up. Dhar was confused and frustrated by the absence, so he texted the instructor. After receiving no reply, he continuously texted the instructor in a very, very aggressive manner.
What the fuck? What's wrong with that, man?
Responding to Dhar, letting him know.
Oh shit. Fuck. And this nigga Dhar-Mann was about to get on this dude's ass.
That his son recently just took his own life. The news put Dhar into tears. He was ashamed and felt terrible for being so quick to anger against someone that was going through such a terrible time. It was an eye-opening moment for Dhar that really changed his perspective on life. And he now felt it was his purpose to give people that exact same epiphany. And with the money that he made from Live Glam, he founded Dhar-Mann Studios in 2018. A channel with high-quality production skits that would leave the viewer with
So we're just gonna start fucking lying now, bro. Like, did Dhar-Mann pay you off for this video, my dude? Don't be lying. Dude, talk about some Dhar-Mann founded Dhar-Mann Studios with high quality. Nigga, this shit was not no fucking high quality skits, nothing, bro. Nigga, Trey Rag's skits were more high quality than this shit, bro. The fuck?
a powerful moral message. Dhar hired an entire production team and actors to get this production going, and quickly it already gained success. One of his very first videos,
so you see,
Take Someone for Granted, went pretty viral on Facebook. It depicted a man who starts yelling at his wife for the house being messy and barely doing anything all day, which then
whoa, hold on,
for the house being
Shorty been with Dhar-Mann for this long? Hey, bro, I know she getting her bag now.
Barely doing anything all day.
I know she getting her bag now, bro.
Reality puts in a ton of work to help take care of the kids and do various chores around the house. Dhar narrates the entire video of how important it is to show appreciation for people and gives the viewers a very nice, wholesome message. Even though it was one of his very first videos, it already went viral and soon translated to YouTube as well. Dhar quickly figured out how to use the algorithm to his advantage. His thumbnails with a person zoomed in face of them doing a very animated expression, while also having extremely clickbaity titles such as Gold Digger dumps boyfriend then regrets her decision, Sister ashamed of her disabled brother, she instantly regrets it, Kid to be in charge for 24 hours, what happens next is shocking, always worked like a charm. These were
but we're never shocked about what happens next, man.
That guaranteed people to click on the video. And with having TV studio like quality, it definitely helped people to stick around and watch the whole thing.
Yo, you glazing. It's not no TV studio type shit, bro.
4 million subscribers.
Why the fuck that shit look edited as hell? When did he take the screenshot? This is edited. You could tell, bro. You could tell this shit edited right here, bro. Like, the color of these and the way it is compared to this, bro, it's edited.
Already break over 4
There's no way.
million subscribers. One of the fastest rising channels ever. He went from posting weekly to now posting every single weekday, putting more and more focus and energy into the brand. And clearly it was working. New York Times deemed him the moral philosopher of YouTube. However, he had a pretty mixed reputation. His videos were getting tons of views, but lots of people saw his content as very cringy and corny, with very cheap dialogue that just spoon-fed the most basic and generic messages.
And very bad acting. Very bad acting.
Really that revelating. It felt like those very cheap programs that they would show in school to tell kids not to bully each other. He became the laughingstock of reaction channels that would laugh constantly at all of his corny content. However, it's not—
I mean, niggas was laughing, but he was getting his bag though, so I don't know, bro. As long as y'all niggas clicking on that shit, that nigga getting his bag. Dhar man was posting corny content, but he was getting his bag. It'd be the same niggas who will laugh at you for making corny content, and when you make it, but then niggas gonna start dick riding. Facts.
Like Dhar wasn't aware of this. It was almost his intention. Older people were not really the audience. It was young kids that were—
Ew! What the fuck? What the fuck? Ew! Who allowed this shit to be on the internet, bro? Who let this legit do that? That shit nasty. You better put that in the sink right away. I swear, bro. You better put that in the sink right away. You better not reach back into your ice cream to scoop that after you just put it in your nose. That shit nasty.
Were really being captivated by this content that were big fans.
Ew. Then she double dips that hoe. You can't be doing all that. That shit nasty.
Was simple, digestible, and inspired wholesomeness.
That shit nasty.
In good faith, and even had people that were roasting him be featured on the skits. Considering how well his channel—
So is that what we need to do? Do I just need to start bad mouthing the fuck out of this nigga Dhar man for this dude to put me in a video? Like, genuinely. Dhar man. I could be a good actor. I've shown it before in game. I could cry in the man. If you need me for an emotional role, bro, I got you. If you need me to be a dickhead, I got you. The thing is, I know y'all see me say nigga a lot. I know y'all see me say fuck. I know y'all see me swearing a lot. I could tone it down. Watch, see? For the rest of the video, I'm not gonna swear. Watch.
Was doing, I don't think he cared about a couple people making fun of
Dhar
him.
man, bro,
Most of all, Dhar felt he
real
was
spill,
making a
bro.
difference. He wasn't just telling stories, he was changing lives.
Changing
Dhar
lives.
was finally achieving his
So
goal
you
to
see?
become rich and successful.
And men's were really buying those shirts. Like, he had that shirt say, so you see, and man's were really popping out in stuff like that. Like, you really a lame dude if you popping out in some Dhar man merch. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I see you at, like, if I'm at school, if I see you in a So You See shirt, and I see some kids beating you up, bro, and you getting bullied, bro, my dude, I'm joining up too. Cause why you pulling up in some Dhar man drip, bro? It's not no drip. You lame. Come on, dude. Ran up on a bag of some lame kids, bro.
And now he was doing it through his passion. Before he knew it, he broke over 20 million subscribers on YouTube. And he started multiple channels, including a podcast where he featured giant creators like MrBeast and Charlie D'Amelio.
Cat, they were not there, bro.
February 6,
AI.
when tons of actors were protesting outside of Dhar Man Studios. What the hell was going on? One of the actors took to TikTok that they were protesting because the actors were not being paid fairly.
Oh my day. Are we surprised?
They were not necessarily employees, they were independent contractors. They only get called in when they're needed. And since they're not employees, they don't really receive the benefits of being an employee, such as a salary. When Dhar Man Studios was just starting, they were completely fine with this at first because there wasn't really that much money being involved. But now that the brand had become much more profitable, it seemed like it was affordable to pay them more. And
it is, so why not?
Was struggling to pay rent while Dhar was making millions.
As an actor at Dhar Man Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent.
So all the actors
So they need to get another job too,
so that they can address their concerns. But when the meeting came about, the head of production and HR were present, but Darman was not. The actors specifically wanted to meet with Dhar so that they can directly address their concerns, and they were not going to have the meeting until that was met.
The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out.
Oh,
so
no.
we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Darman. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered.
So Darman's out here talking about some change lives in his videos, but he's scamming his own employees. Well, not employees, but he's scamming them by not giving them money to be able to afford their rent, things of that nature.
To Dhar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Darman Studios. We are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure. But it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts.
However, this was refused. So they all protested and refused to work until Darman heard their concerns.
Did he?
Regular actors who were in some of Dhar's most popular videos came forward one by one describing their instances on set. One of the main was being a very, very toxic work environment. If you spoke up, you were kicked out. And the work culture became so bad, one of the actors, Brianna Walker, had a very, very serious health condition that caused her body to swell and put her life at risk at certain times. The work culture was so
Who's Brianna Walker?
One time when she experienced a reaction, she tried to hide it because she was afraid that her job would be put at risk. However, she wasn't able to hide it anymore and did receive medical attention. This did shut down production temporarily, but she was assured that her job would not be affected by it. However, after the event, she was never called back again, and was never given a reason as to why. So, it's only left with one conclusion.
First off, the whole production team knew that I had a medical condition to where
her
my face swells up, I get hives all over my body, my tongue swells up, and my lips swell up, where I have to use an EpiPen or be rushed to the hospital. Without this, I can die. I even take daily medication because of this. So for the shoot, I had a bad allergic reaction. So when I came to set, the director noticed that I was a little off. Everything was off about me. I was not feeling too well, but I still wanted to work because I knew what could happen to me if I didn't finish these scenes. I felt that I was going to be fired, and I told them that, and I was crying and everything, and Shantae told me that,
you shouldn't even have to feel like that, yeah.
It's going to be okay. He isn't going to fire you or anything. But after
hey,
that,
they live.
I was never hired back again.
Another actress, Jaslyn, described an instance where she agreed to do a Halloween TikTok for Dhar's page, and that video would consist of Dhar chasing her around with a knife. Now, you'd think that this would be a fake prop knife, but it wasn't. The event was so traumatic for Jaslyn that she left the studio in emotional distress.
I was doing a TikTok video with Dhar, and it was around Halloween time, so he was supposed to be chasing me with a weapon. There was a security guard on set, and Dhar was asking, what weapon should I use? I was assuming that it was going to be a not real weapon.
So Darman's just stupid as hell then, okay.
But he turns to the security guard gives him a real knife and points the knife at me. I said I was unsafe, I had to
Darman, what? You deadass told me this dude Darman is pulling up with a knife. Darman, what is wrong with you? You letting a girl go just because she had an allergic reaction. You chasing girls with knives. You scamming business partners. You're doing all this, and you talk about how you want to change lives for the better. You're not changing them for the better, Dhar, man. You're making them worse. So, bro, get me in one of your videos, bro. Deadass. See, like you have people get on your ass, and after you end up putting them in the video, so like, let me get on that ass so I can get in the video. You feel me? Like, don't be chasing me around with no knife, though. Like, real shit, bro. Like, and I'm gonna be making sure I read that contract too, bro. Making sure I'm reading it all the way through, bro. Making sure, okay, yeah, you give me NDA, cool. I'm okay with that. You don't want me to tell other niggas how it was. Okay. But, nigga, I'm making sure I read to see how much I'm getting paid and what things I'm doing. Because if there's certain things I don't fuck with, nigga, I'm not doing it. Facts.
Reiterate that felt unsafe doing this. I then proceeded.
I don't even remember who this was, yo. Who this was?
Out of the studio, crying. I had a complete meltdown.
Jaslyn never received an apology from Dharman himself, but from the head of production. And to make up for this, they promised that they would have assistant directors on set, but this was never delivered. All of these stories coming about, people were starting to question the authenticity of Dhar and his brand. It wasn't looking good for him. Hashtag protest Dharman was getting millions and millions of reposts.
Word to, bro. At this point in social media, bro, I swear at this point, in anything, bro, everybody just, like, a lot of people stop reacting to Dharman. I stopped seeing Dharman on my For You page, bro. Like, you knew it was bad when this nigga Flight React stopped reacting to it, bro. Like, deadass. I would always love watching this dude Flight react to it. Then I see Flight stop reacting to it. I'm like, yo, what happened? Why he not reacting to Dharman no more? Then after I end up forgetting about Dharman completely, I'm still subscribed to him on my YouTube channel. But I never see his shit other than, you know what I'm saying, on this channel, because I look for Dharman videos. I genuinely didn't see at the time, bro. Like, all I knew about was niggas were on protest. Fuck. Damn. I failed. Shoot.
Delay in production.
Hey, it'd be hard, bro. It'd be hard. I'd be forgetting. I'd be swearing all the time.
Page where they responded to every
it's in my vocab. You know, Dharman, bro. I don't even want to be in your videos, bro. Real spill, bro. Tomorrow's teachings. Let me get in one of them out of pocket videos, bro. Like, real spill, bro. Or if there's anybody in Toronto who is doing something like this, like what Dharman and them are doing, bro, hit me up. Make sure it's either a very good role that could be in, where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, something cool, or it's an out of pocket skit like how Tomorrow Teaching's doing, bro. Please.
At the meeting to talk to Dhar, that they actually did not really require Dhar to be there, they just simply requested it, making it seem like as if it wasn't really necessary. When the meeting happened and Dhar was not present, the actors refused to dispute their claims and then just angrily left the meeting after a couple minutes. They denied the fact they don't pay their actors, and they're actually extremely quick to do so. Dhar even said himself that main actors get $33 to $44 an hour,
shoot!
while extras get $18 an hour. However,
gang, Dharman, make me a consecutive main actor. I'm telling you, bro. Whoo, your videos are skyrocketing because my acting is actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. And if it's not all that, bro, you could give me. I could just do like two acting classes, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I took drama in high school. I got this shit in the bag, bro. I got this shit in the bag. I got this shit in the bag, bro.
Paid well, then why can't they afford rent or other basic necessities? They don't want money to afford a Lambo. They just want basic shit. Are the actors just being greedy and put the blame on Dhar? You could argue that the actors can just simply choose not to work with Dhar if they feel like these are not fair conditions. After all, no one's forcing them to sign a contract with them. They can just choose not to work with them.
Or maybe they were putting a 360, bro.
Independent contractors is a very, very standard protocol in the entertainment industry, so it's not like this is anything new. But the actors who worked with Dharman saw it more than a job. They saw it as family. They felt like they were making a real difference with their work. And
hey, they were
happy at first
for a little while.
Accept a lot of money for it, but now it's made so much profit. So it felt reasonable to simply request the basic necessities of being an employee so that they can dedicate more time to it. Considering Dharman dropped $15 million on a mansion in Calabasas that was previously owned by Khloe Kardashian, it's pretty safe to say that he can afford to pay his employees a little more. anymore. Now, many of the other actors actually spoke against the protesting ones and claimed that they had amazing experiences working with Dharman. Dhar's most frequent actor, Catherine Norland, had nothing but praise for Dharman, claiming that being an actor for the Dharman Studios actually was the redeeming factor for her acting career. And every year that she was working on set, she received a raise every single time.
I mean, she was doing her little shit every time, bro.
Studios is a great place to work, and I am not being paid to say this. The studio, not even Dharman, knows that I'm making this video. My point of view, I've seen kindness and generosity, and I see them putting out these beautiful messages. This is my experience. Most of you have already heard the other side from the actors who aren't happy. I think there's so many speaking up for that, and I don't see anyone speaking up in favor for Dhar in the studio, and I think it's because it's scary. It's scary to have your voice out there that goes contrary to the louder voices you're hearing. I've been thinking about doing this video for days, but honestly, I was too chicken. I was too chicken to be like, oh, the other actors are gonna hate me now. But when I've been seeing what they've been putting out, it was just grieving me. I've been sitting here weeping. So upset about this whole situation.
You know, sometimes, bro, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all. You feel me? Don't say it
Other
at all.
actors also said
Don't say it
very
at all.
similar things.
And in my eyes of what I've seen, he's been a good guy to me. And I'm not saying, oh, you're like this Uncle Tom. Don't, no.
Hey, don't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying from my point of view, from my
Yeah.
vantage point, that's how I've been seen and that's how I've been treated.
So I've only worked for Dharman for a little bit over 2 years, but my experience with them has always been amazing. Working on set at Dharman Studios is so fun. I've never felt uncomfortable, bullied, unsafe, and
Hey, that's great.
truly I enjoy it so much.
Personally, I've had an amazing experience working with Dharman.
I enjoy it so much. Never felt uncomfortable, bullied, unsafe, and truly I enjoy it so much.
Personally, I've had an amazing experience working with Dharman. I love the cast and crew, and I have never had an issue with being paid. Dharman Studios has opened up so many doors for me, and one of my first ever real acting jobs was with Dharman. When you're in the industry and when you're an actor, you take jobs from several different companies. Unless you have a contract.
One of the actors, Giovanna, left the protest after she felt like it was getting way too out of hand.
There are people who are saying that Dharman doesn't pay. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. That is not true. That has never been true for me. I've
Oh, shoot, so he been giving you the bag,
24 to 48 hours. It is not right that the whole ship sinks because one bad apple wants revenge.
However, a lot of the people felt that what they were saying wasn't very sincere and was just another one of their very unconvincing acting performances. So why stick up for Dhar? Possibly to seize the opportunity of sucking up to a powerful, rich man who can give them all of the opportunities that they want.
Maybe.
This gig could be way too good to give up if you are a desperate actor, even if you are not treated well. It's better than nothing, and seeing how many views it gets, some people are probably willing to put up with it. But it also could come from a place of sincerity. Maybe they didn't feel entitled to higher pay and just simply were grateful to be part of the project. Dhar was providing some very decent counter-arguments to all of these claims, but some shady stuff happened that changed this a little bit as well. Some of the actors posted very eerie videos retracting their claims of being on set.
Fuck
I
that
would
shit,
like to
man.
make the following correction to the video I personally removed, posted on my TikTok on February 10th. Mr. Mann did not put a dog in a shoebox and then try to cover it up.
Mr. Mann.
I personally removed, posted on my TikTok.
Nigga, don't make God these niggas. No. Dharman sending his hitters on him. Yo, Dharman sending his best hitters on these dudes, bro. This dude full on. Dharman did not send me this. Dharman wrote these scripts for these niggas to say on this shit, bro. He ain't okay. I'm supporting Dharman. Dharman did not put a dildo in my shoe. Like some shit like that, bro. They bleeping it, so I don't know.
Make the following correction to the video I personally removed, posted on my TikTok on February 10th. Mr. Mann did not put a dog in a shoebox and then try to cover it up.
Mr. Mann did not point or pull on me on set.
He said his best hitters on these niggas. They scared for their life, bro. Dead ass. Behind the screen, bro. Niggas are like this. aim right at him and say, yeah, read this. Read this. Yeah, yeah. Read this and you get to save your life. They like these niggas are held at gunpoint saying, Mr. Man has never pulled or pointed a knife at me. Shorty, come on. You know damn well this dude pull up on you with that shit, bro. Yo, what's good, y'all? Like,
Not point or pull on me on
he's saying his best hitters at these.
although there was an on set that wasn't previously discussed.
The way they're talking, it's like they're being held at gunpoint. So
Gunpoint, bro. Gunpoint.
Well,
I'm playing.
apparently Dhar sent these actors cease and desist letters.
Confidential and previous filmmakers receive this video has been taken down and I will post a correction stating Mr. Man did not pull it. Oh, a dead dog. Oh, what the fuck? In a shoebox and then try to cover it up since they're, oh my days. He got his best hitters on him. He got hit.
Protect his reputation. But this wasn't just it. TikToker Noah Glenn Carter posted a video where he was reporting on all of the protests that were happening, which was soon taken down by Dhar from a copyright claim.
Well, apparently Dhar is not a fan of my coverage because he copyright claimed this video I did on him. And as you can see right here, the claim was made by Dhar himself.
And shout out to
I
us.
didn't even know you can copyright claim a video.
To Australia, bro.
Weird that he would copyright claim a video
y'all do not call Australia Aussie, bro.
That were happening.
I swear, nah.
Stealing Dhar's videos.
No way.
Now, the protesting actors decided to completely leave Dhar Studios for good and make their own channel and post their own content on there. They posted an Indiegogo campaign for $10,000 to raise money for the channel.
They got their own channel?
Leave Dhar Studios for Dhar's videos. Now the protest.
We are not going to no channel where she is an executive of this shit. We do not like her. Genuinely, I've never liked her in any of her roles that she's done. She may be a good person in real life, bro, but her roles, nigga, she's a dickhead. I don't fuck with it. We fuck with this dude, bro. We fuck with Uncle over here, bro. This dude, he cool. This dude especially cool, bro. But every YouTube channel is about to hit you up, bro.
To completely leave Dhar Studios for good and make their own channel and post their own content on there. They posted an Indiegogo campaign for $10,000.
Good works. That's what it's called. Bad.
However, when one of the actors posted this campaign on TikTok, her video was taken down from a copyright claim by Dhar.
Yeah.
This is even weirder. Trying to prevent ex-actors from promoting their own stuff is very, very shady work. It doesn't look good no matter what the context is. However, they would raise more than enough needed money and start posting content on their channel regularly. The last time that this would ever be addressed on Dhar side was when
they got 100K, bro.
All of the actors that were on his side while disputing all of the claims. And after that, it was never really talked about again from anyone. But
these people have not posted in a year. Oh my days.
Who was telling the truth? Were the actors making reasonable complaints and exposing Dhar for who he is, or were they simply just being greedy and ungrateful for the opportunity that he gave them? It's really hard to say. Everywhere that Dhar goes,
it depends. It depends on what you request, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I usually don't do this. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't because a lot of times, a lot of people just be requesting straight bullshit. So that ass depends.
Trouble seems to follow him. Anytime he opened a business, it was never closed on good terms. It always seems like he tried to take shortcuts to get to the top and didn't really need to abide by the rules. Maybe it's because he was taught this by his parents. Maybe it's because all of his businesses were subsidized by his wealthy parents. Or maybe it's just who he is. The protests really started to expose Dhar for who he truly might be and also revealed a lot of his shady past. Did he really learn some lessons the hard way, or was he simply just pulling another get-rich-quick scheme? The protests essentially did nothing for his channel, and he's been getting millions and millions
I ain't
of
like
views
facts, bro.
every single day. It's
Man's like me completely forgot about this shit happening, bro. That is. I completely forgot this whole happened.
as if they never happened. The channel that was started by the other actors has not really posted in months and seems to be abandoned. If Dhar really is who he claims to be, then his channel and his reputation will be fine. But if he is truly a fraud, this will eventually be revealed. Maybe in a day, maybe in a month, maybe in a year. Time will tell.
Fuck Michael Jordan. Time will indeed tell.